What is up, you guys? My name is Texan and this is DBSCG Things, and today I'm bringing you a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta deck build. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video.
DBSCG Things.
Welcome back, you guys, and today I'm bringing you a Vegeta deck build. This is the blue one from set 11, the Super Saiyan 4. If you don't know him, his skills are when this card attacks, draw a card, and then auto once per turn. When you deal damage with this card by attacking with this card, you can look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a mono blue card, you can place it in your energy and rest mode, otherwise place it on the top of your deck. And he has an awakening at 4 or less, draw one card. And then on his backside, he has once per turn. When this card attacks, draw one card. He has another once per turn auto. When your opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode. And then he has the same once per turn auto from the front side on his backside. So it's the ramp one. Alright, so getting in to the deck, I run 4 of the Ape Unison. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why not Zeno? It's a ramp based deck. Well, I chose this just because if I don't have my UI Kamehameha in hand, he still gives me the plus 10 on my leader. Basically every turn past turn 2, as long as I can keep him alive. And then my next unison, I run 2 of these Goku Super Saiyan 4s. He's pretty good. I really only use him when I pull him out with the expansion pack Vegeta, so I decided just to keep him at 2. And because I'm running 6 unisons, obviously I want the free Trunks counter. He counters basically anything without deflect. Just busted. And then 2 searchers for my unisons, the Goku and then the Trunks. Top 5 search for either one of these cards, and then shuffle the deck afterwards, so that's nice. And then because it's a Vegeta centric deck, I run 3 of these Vegeta 1-drop Self Awakeners. When he attacks, you can rip a life, get plus 10,000 power, and then double strike for the turn. So I keep 3 of him. And then more Vegeta cards. I got 2 of the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Hero Warrior. Basically, if he gets KO'd, I can draw a card and then add Goku Ape from my drop area to my hand. So he's pretty useful. And then on to more Vegeta stuff. I got the expansion pack guy. This guy is going to be the card that pulls him out when I play him. And then also, he stands back to active and he's a blocker. So that's pretty cool. And then for the main boss monster of the deck, I run 4 of the Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas. He looks at the top 4, adds any blue card to your hand or energy, and then at the end of your turn you can stand on active and he's a blocker. Big ol' 30k blocker. And then I run 2 of the Mecha Corpse. I would run Trunks Heroic Prospect if I could afford him, but unfortunately he's like $60, so I just run this for now. It's just at a 15k beater, and then I get to stand a blue energy to active. Pretty decent. And then standard in most blue decks, I got 4 Dimension Magic. When you negate with it, you get to stand 2 your blue energy to active, so that's really nice. And then 3 internal energy shifts. This guy is pretty cool. When I negate with it, my opponent reveals the top card of the deck, and if it's a battle card, I get to switch one of my energy and one of my battle cards to active. So basically, if I have this guy in hand, I'll block with either him or him first, and then if it's a battle card, I'll switch my energy and the blockers to active when I negate with this after during the next attack. And then standard in most Super Saiyan 4 builds, I got 4 of the Goku Kamehamehas. He's plus 15 active battle, then auto if it's my turn draw, auto if it's my opponent's turn, stand energy active. So pretty good card. I like it a lot. It does the job, that's for sure. And then standard in most blue. If you run blue and you don't run 4 bean, then you're probably just not playing right. I got 4 beans, obviously, plus 5 to my leader, and stand to my energy active. Now this part of the deck is where things get a little weird. I'm like weird about my 1-ofs. I run a lot of 1-ofs in my decks most of the time. So for my super combos, I decided to go with 2 Zenos. Zeno Edge of Space. During my opponent's turn, if I have 5 or less life, when this card's using a combo, I can pick anything up out of my energy and then put something back from my hand. So like, let's say I charge like one of the cards that I needed, I can just pick it up and put anything else back. So I got 2 of those. Just one Vegeta Discipled Warrior. This is the bottom deck one, draw 2 if you're at 4 or less. It's decent. And then one Zamasu Sacred Disbelief. This is my favorite combo for anything blue, anything yellow, but being that I look at the top card of my deck and then ramp it, when I land attacks with my leader, I didn't want to hit my super combo and just not be able to ramp at all. So I figured just one of them, just because if I do pull into it, it's still going to stop 2 attacks. So now into more one-of shenanigans. I got one of the at all cost Vegeta. Basically, I just really only use him in slow games when I'm not awakening by when I'm at 4 energy. If I don't have like the expansion pack, I'll throw this guy down, rip my life, make him a triple striker, awaken, and yada yada yada, go from there. Another one up that I run is Shenron, Figure of Majesty. He's pretty cool. If I have Sparking 5, I could draw a card and then choose any one of these 3 skills. One of them is switch 2 of my energy to active mode. Another one would be choose a battle card that energy costs 2 or less in my drop area and play it. So if I choose that, I can play like my crit or my 1-drop or Searcher. And then also I have the give a leader card or a battle card plus 5 in crit. So a lot of times I like to give it to him and make him just a 35k crit, and then he switches back to active and becomes a blocker again. So back onto more one-of stuff, because I have a ton of one-ofs in this deck. One-of Energetic Frenzy Kefla. She's just a draw card basically. If I have bodies on field, I'll throw her out and get draws. That's my main thing I use her for, is just getting the 2 draw. And then this guy, I really only use him when I know I'm gonna win, so I only run one, just because if I don't use it, I'm not gonna use it, and if I pull into it, maybe I will. So he's pretty good. I like that card. He makes everyone shuffle their hand and then shuffle your opponents forward, so it's alright. Another one up, this card's busted. This card has won me the majority of the games with this deck. You tap him out for 6, overwhelm 10, so this is very, very late game. And then when you play this card with overwhelm, your opponent can't activate skills on their leader cards or cards until the beginning of your next turn. I'm sorry, I read that completely wrong, guys. When you play this card with overwhelm, your opponent can't activate skills on cards other than their leader card until the beginning of your next turn. So basically all their cards are dead vanilla cards in their hand until your next turn. So even if you don't win with this card's attack or anything else that you had on board, their next turn is useless, and most of the time you'll be able to get right back into more attacks. And my last one off, my secret rare, Goku Uu, basically burn 2 energy, burn 2 life. Very good in this deck, and getting to 8 energy is not super hard. So this is my deck, guys. If you have any opinions on it, obviously leave it in the comments below, but I want to point out that this is slightly budget just because I do not have access to Ubuni, and I don't have access to the Trunks negate, so I left it as just slightly more one-ofs for more different types of tech options, and then I just added Magikarp for a negate and an extra 15k body. So that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the deck, and if you did, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you're new here. I'm sorry about the glare on all my cards and the lighting in this room, guys, but either way, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you.